In this tutorial, we're going to learn about note rhythms and also a little bit about time signatures as well. So let's get into it. Let's focus on understanding the length of a note. Knowing how long to play each note is essential to capturing a song's rhythm. Each note has a specific name and corresponds to a certain value, which is measured in beats. There are 4 main note rhythm values that you need to know at this stage. The standard note that we're going to learn, that is probably used most often in our Song Pon Song lessons, is the quarter note. The quarter note lasts for 1 beat or count. Musical rhythms are not just described by note lengths. You can also talk about rhythm in terms of measures. Measures are indicated by bar lines. Each bar can be counted so that we can keep the beat of the song. In music, there is always a set of numbers at the beginning called a time signature, which we will learn more about this later. And the time signature tells us how to count each bar. The most common way to count a bar is by counting to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 beats in that bar. 1 beat, 1, is a quarter of the bar because there's 4 beats in the bar, and is the same value as the quarter note. Play any note on the keyboard and play all the quarter notes in a bar. So we're counting our bar of 4 counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to play 4 quarter notes in the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next note we're going to learn about is the half note. It is twice the length of the quarter note, as you may guess, and it lasts for 2 counts, 1, 2. 1 half note is the same value as 2 quarter notes. In a bar where we count to 4, the half note takes up 2 counts, or half a bar. Let's find a note on the keyboard again and play all the half notes in a bar. So we count 4 counts to the bar, and we're playing 2 half notes that fit in the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, just to show how there are 2 quarter notes to each half note, I'm going to play the quarter notes to the bar in my left hand, and I'm going to play the half notes to the bar in my right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see how to fill up the bar with the notes, I only needed to play 2 half notes or 4 quarter notes. The next note we're going to learn is the whole note. It endures for 4 beats. It lasts for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. A whole note is equal to 2 half notes or 4 quarter notes, as you could imagine. In a bar where we count to 4, the whole note takes up all of the 4 counts. It lasts the whole bar, hence it's named the whole note. Let's play another note on the keyboard, and we're going to play all the whole notes in a bar. So we're counting to 4, and we're going to play 1 whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to show you how there are 2 half notes to each whole note, I'm going to play the half notes in my left hand and a whole note in my right hand. Counting again to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And to show you how there are 4 quarter notes in the time of a whole note, let's play those against each other with the quarter notes in my left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next note and last note we're going to learn of this lesson is called the 8th note. So we've got the quarter note, half note, whole note, and now the 8th note. It has the length of half of a beat, so half of a count, and there are 2 8th notes for every quarter note. In a bar where we count to 4, the 8th note takes up half of a count. To make up for this, so that we can count when the beat comes in, we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So there's ands between each count. There are 8 eighth notes in a bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if you count the numbers and the ands, I've just made 8 articulations. They fall on each on beat, which are the numbers, and the off beat, which are the ands. Let's try playing a note on the keyboard. We're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're going to play all the eighth notes in the bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that was our 8 eighth notes in the bar. Let's try and put that next to, say, some quarter notes in the left hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right, now we've learnt about the note values. Have a practice of those different note values and try playing them while you're counting the bar. And now we're going to go on to the time signature. As I explained before when we were talking about note rhythms, it is important to divide a song up into bars so that we can count the bars to stay in time and keep the beat. This is why a song has a thing called a time signature. This tells us how long the bars of the song are and how we should count them. It's very important information. A time signature is a set of 2 numbers that appears at the beginning of every piece of music. The 2 main time signatures that you will be using in Songpond are 4/4 and 3/4. The first number tells us how many beats there are in a bar. So for example, in 4/4, the first number was a 4, so there are 4 beats in the bar. The second number tells us what note value will get 1 beat. This can seem a bit confusing. Remember, a quarter note is a quarter, so it looks like a 1 over top of a 4, as you learn in maths. So a 4 at the bottom means that the quarter note will get 1 beat. When there is an 8 at the bottom, this indicates that the 8th note will get 1 beat, and so on. The most common time signature, as I said before, is 4/4. There are 4 beats per measure, and each beat is the value of a quarter note. So there are 4 quarter notes to a bar. So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try playing a note on every beat of the bar in 4/4 time. So we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another common time signature is 3/4. This indicates there are 3 beats per measure because the first number is a 3. And the second number, the 4, indicates that each beat is the value of a quarter note, which is the same as the last one. There are 3 quarter notes to a bar. So we can count 1, 2, 3. Let's try playing a note on every beat of the bar with a 3/4 time signature. 1, 2, 3. So in 3/4, we're only counting to 3 instead of 4.